Can you pause? Say that statistic one more time.
Okay, so only about 4% of adults actually have ADHD.
Okay.
Attention deficit hyperactive
And what does that
disorder.
mean? Like, what does that?
Oh, you fancy, huh?
Let me see your hands. Wave them at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.
We actually were having a conversation because we watched Amanda Seales' interview on Club Shay Shay. And so she was talking about how I think she recently got diagnosed with autism, but don't quote me on that. But I know she has ADHD and autism, right? Mm-hmm. And so me and Dom were having a conversation about how there's just like an uptick in mental health diagnosis. And every time, me personally, when I'm on social media, it's always, because I got autism, or, I've been seeing that a lot. I got autism, or I got ADHD. Oh, my ADHD be ADHDing. So I was like, does everybody really have ADHD? That's the number one thing I see on my timeline. And I'm like, does everybody really have ADHD, or are we self-diagnosing ourselves? And I want to dive into that.
Whoa.
Whoa. And I have a licensed professional sitting right next to me.
Yeah, it is really, and that's with a lot of things on the internet. Everybody is an expert on everything now. Like, we have accessibility to so much information that it's easier to go on TikTok and kind of get an understanding of your symptoms versus going through the steps of seeing a psychiatrist, seeing someone who studied this for years and spent whatever amount of money to really educate themselves on how this works. And the fact of the matter is, only 4% of adults actually have ADHD. So there's no way everybody has ADHD.
That's crazy.
So the thing
Can you pause? Say that statistic one more time.
Okay, so only about 4% of adults actually have ADHD.
Okay.
Attention deficit hyperactive
And what does that
disorder.
mean? Like, what does that diagnosis truly mean? Like, what does it look like in humans and individuals?
Yeah, so this is affecting like our cognitive, like executive functioning skills. So when it comes down to being able to like have organization, time management, of course the hyperactivity part. So, you see people having a little bit more energy. It's harder for them to settle and focus, memory. So sometimes it's just hard to remember certain things. Self-awareness, not being able to recognize like maybe I'm too loud or I'm over talking somebody right now. The ADHD affects that within your brain, but the reason why a lot of people think that they have it is because most of us, especially in the Black community, are affected by trauma. And so ADHD is very similar to PTSD. So most people, like a lot of the kids that get sent to me, they're always, they're ADHD. No, they witnessed their mom get shot, baby. This is PTSD. But PTSD also includes being hyperactive, like not having like the scattered thoughts and things like that. So it's really important that people do go to somebody professional, because if you misdiagnose yourself, you could be doing all these things for ADHD and completely missing the fact that you went through something traumatic and you still haven't addressed that. So you may be doing all the things that you see on, social media or whatever, and still not addressing your trauma. When if you go to the root and decide to address your trauma, your ADHD symptoms would decrease, and it would give you, more freedom. But talk to an expert, y'all. Like, really reach out to an expert, because I will say I'm someone who's definitely been affected by trauma. ADHD runs in my family, and so a lot of the things that I've learned along the way has been helpful for me. Like, I write everything down. I do have to keep a schedule. I do run late for a lot of things. So like if you get in my car or even like certain clocks, I put my clocks like 10 minutes ahead. So that way I will think I'm running late and I show up on time. Like just different little things to help my executive functioning skills, because they are affected. But for me, it is due to some of my trauma that's, taking place. So me going to therapy and processing that helps to decrease my PTSD symptoms, which then makes me more focused and I'm able to get stuff done at work. So, just be careful with that. Don't take what everyone says as Bible.
Like Holy Grail.
Yeah, like you can't determine.
Yeah, so specifically what I do, I'm a speducator. So I work with kids who have IEPs, and a lot of them do have ADHD. So I kind of feel some type of way when people just throw it lightly, because I see how it's implemented in their education. And I fully understand, like, okay, my student has ADHD, so what does that look like? I have to chunk up information for them. I have to scaffold. I have to do all these little things so that they can fully understand and grasp the content.
Can you explain scaffold to them?
Scaffolding would be just like, I'm trying to think of an example of scaffolding. It's pretty much just like breaking up the information in whatever way that they need. It could be like color coordinated. You have to really just understand the student. So it could be color coordinated. It could be, if it's a long text, like I'm breaking it up, like this section is gonna be this, and break it up, rather than somebody without an IEP, they could just read the entire article. So you just scaffold it so that they can take in the information in a way to where they can truly understand it. So, and that could be, like I said, like the breaking up of the text and stuff like that, or putting things on the board, like letting them know, like, okay, start with 1, 2, 3, just really being intentional and clear with instructions. Kids with ADHD, they don't do well with chaos. So like, you can't just walk in the classroom and be like, yeah, we vibing today. Like, they're gonna be running rampant around the classroom. So being very intentional about, okay, they need structure. Like, all kids need structure, but specifically, like, this kid really needs structure, or else they are going to act up, okay? So I wanted to bring that up too, because I was on a trip, and it was a girls' trip, and one of the girls had said she was getting on another girl's nerve, and she was like, she got one more time, right? And so then the other girl was like, no, chill out, because she has ADHD. And I was like, huh? Granted, you know, the diagnosis never goes away. I'm not discounting that by no means. But I just felt like at 29, 30 years old, should we be using that as an excuse? So that's why I'm encouraging, or we're both encouraging you to seek help and figure out tools so that you can manage your ADHD. I give grace to my students. I'm gonna work with them because they're kids. You're not a kid at the end of the day. I mean, unless you are a kid watching this, I give you grace. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, like, you have to do what works best for you. I too have like PTSD. I know that I'm scatterbrained. I do things like, okay, if I know I have a long task, like, why, if I have 30 things to do, I'm not gonna try to do all 30 things in one day. I'm gonna try to break it up. Okay, Monday we do 5, Tuesday we do 5. Understand and learn yourself. And I feel like through therapy, you can do that. There's something called, I just learned this, prevalence inflation hypothesis. Have you heard of that? Okay, so it's, our society has become saturated with the discussion of mental health. The young people are now diagnosing themselves pretty much. So we see so much on the internet, probably, I can assume, because kids are always on the internet, TikTok, like, oh, ADHD, and they check off those same symptoms. Like, oh, my favorite TikToker said she has ADHD and she's scatterbrained. I got ADHD too. And then what do you start to do? Because the way our body works, I'm spiritual, so I feel like there's power in the tongue. So the more you say something, you start to develop those same things that ADHD might present. Or I don't want to go too long. Like, I can get really passionate about this.
I think just to add to what you're saying, one thing that I do say, because I am able to diagnose, which is why it's even the more funny when people, because I can tell when people have self-diagnosed themselves. But I always tell people, I'm giving you a diagnosis, not a definition. This is not your excuse to continue to do these things. You have the ability to practice self-control. I've been working with individuals with autism, ADHD, PTSD for over 10 years, and I've seen somebody go from within 6 months, being able to sit their ass down and get their work done. From running around the classroom. It takes a lot of patience and slowing down and, you know, restructuring how you learn, but we all have the capability to do it. And if we're being completely honest, pretty much every Black person in America has some form of trauma just based off of what we've experienced in this country. So it's really important too that we don't allow kids especially, but even us as adults, don't use that as a crutch, because we all are dealing with that. We have to empower ourselves to know that, like, I may have ADHD, I may have PTSD, but I can still go and get my bachelor's. I still went and got my master's. I still am able to, you know, do what I do and maintain my household and things like that. And that's not going to define me. But as soon as we start placing those definitions on us, like you said, your body, your spirit begins to believe it. And now you then disabled yourself mentally, so you think that you don't have the capability to remember things or to do things or whatever the case may be. You have to really be mindful of your tongue. You have to speak life into yourself. So I'm glad that people are more mental health conscious. But I think sometimes it's like we go too far left and too far right. Like at one point we knew nothing about it. Now it's like it's all about this. And you see with the kids, the suicide rate is going up. They're more depressed or whatever because they just know too much. It's too much information for their small brains to take in. And we already know how we feel. I feel overwhelmed taking in everything. Y'all want us to focus on the war. Y'all want us to focus on Diddy. Y'all want us to focus on Trump. Y'all want us to focus on ADHD. That's too much. We're not supposed to be taking in all that information every single day, you know?
Yeah.
Get off your phone. Take a break. Like, set some limits on your phone.
Get in nature.
Get in nature. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, so it's so funny that all this is coming up. I'm a therapist. I go see a therapist. Like, do the things that you know are going to keep you grounded and balanced. Like, it's all about balance in life. Every single person on this earth could be diagnosed with something. You're not special, baby.
Oh.
Stop using that as an excuse.
Oh.
But I didn't say that on that trip. I didn't say that.
Yeah. Oh, you was on the trip?
I don't like when people do that. I really
me
don't.
either. So that's
because
what...
there's some people with really severe disabilities that can't even take care of themselves.
Yeah.
You on a whole trip in fucking excuse my language. You on a whole, trip, living your, you're able to do some things. So don't say it's due to your ADHD. If you had self-control enough to budget, plan a trip, get your ass out here, then you got the self-control to shut your ass up and let me talk when I'm speaking.
And read the room.
And read the room.
Read the room.
You got it. It's in you.
You got it. You got it. Don't let that be a clutch or an excuse. And I hate when people use things as excuses rather than, okay, this is something I'm working through. That's different. But don't just be like, well, it's because I got this. So I should excuse your behavior. Like, I can't hold you accountable. I think that's the piece I don't like. Like,
victim
you
mentality.
don't want me to hold you accountable for doing some weird ass shit or saying whatever. And this is just an example. So yeah, guys, moral of the story is don't try to self-diagnose yourself.
Yeah, simply don't self-diagnose.
Don't self-diagnose.
Yeah.
Like, don't get so caught up on social media to where you're allowing all of that information to overstimulate you. Like, it is okay to get off the internet, to take a break. If you really are just that intrigued with something, pull out a book. Read about it. Pull out ADHD and read more about it. Like, do your research. So, but again, don't allow what everybody else is saying and hop on a bandwagon, because that's something that I always see, like trends. Trends be so real.
Yeah,
it's
and
like
ADHD did not just pop up in 2024. People
I
have been
have
people
family,
for years.
Trust me, I have a close family member with ADHD and ADD back in the day.
Yeah.
If you want to take it back there, and baby, we could see it. I told y'all, I work with kids with all different types of diagnosis. So whenever like grown ass individuals try to use it as an excuse because they saw it on Instagram, I'm like, what? I've seen like the craziest thing. Like, did you see somebody was like, I don't miss anybody because I have ADHD.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, okay. I saw that meme. So, and then people were reposting
That's more so trauma based. Like, when you really think about it, if you've been through some significant trauma and you it's easy for you to disconnect and disassociate from things that you don't want to deal with. That's more so trauma based versus it coming from ADHD. But then coming back to it, go see an expert, because everything is individualized.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with you being an esthetician. Like, what works for Natalia's skin doesn't work for my skin. What works for her brain doesn't work for my brain. So what I see on TikTok may not work for me. Like, you can't take that and then run with it. You need to really go figure out specifically for you what works for my journey.
Because that's not to say that the meme is incorrect.
Yeah,
but the
exactly.
issue is other people start seeing it and they're like, dang, well, I ain't missed my mama in a year. So that must mean, and I don't miss my friends. So that must mean I got it too. So then they start reposting it. And then somebody else sees it and they start reposting it. So it's just like, it's one of those things, like, just be mindful of what you're feeding your spirit and your soul. And don't let the power of social media, like, dictate and tell you, and now you're speaking that onto your life, and that might not even be applicable to you.
To other people.
And then you're spreading it to everybody else too. So that's really why we wanted to bring it up. Just be more mindful, y'all. Be
Happy
more mindful.
Mental Health Awareness
Yeah.
Month. I'm glad to
like
hear
we
y'all
all
having a
struggling with
conversation.
something. I'm not trying to negate like what people are going through or their diagnosis, by no means. I just want people to do a better job, especially because kids are the most impressionable people. So I just, hopefully a little kid, not a little kid, maybe like a 17-year-old, I want you to be a little older. Don't be watching this and be like 6 years old. But yeah, my goal is to just spread awareness for Mental Health Awareness Month, so that people they do better. Like, just go get help and
there's
seek a
support
professional.
out there.
There is.
There's support. There's tons
So
of
if you
support.
are thinking you have something, just go verify it with somebody professional. That's it.
Yeah, and you guys are welcome to DM me if you're having a hard time finding a therapist. Like, I will definitely, I help anybody, friends, family, they know, just call me and I will get you in the position to make sure you can find somebody and get it covered by insurance. Because it can be a tough process, like trying to get somebody that's not like ridiculously expensive and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, that part.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, y'all, let me see what else we wanted to talk to y'all about. Okay, well, we just came back. We went to Jamaica.
Seems like it was so long ago.
Yeah, we went to Jamaica. I am a military brat, so one of my best friends from middle school, we were stationed in Germany together. She got married, and her and Natalia have become friends over the years too. So she invited both of us to come out to Ocho Rios, and it was all inclusive.
Yes.
Anybody that's getting married, I highly suggest doing a destination wedding.
Oh, it was amazing.
That was
Chef's
creme de la creme.
kiss.
It was such a beautiful experience from start to finish. I mean, they picked us up from the airport, and from that point forward, I never touched my bag. I never touched the door.
They said do not touch anything.
I mean, the drinks just kept flowing, kept flowing, kept flowing, kept flowing. It was beautiful.
It was.
And I think too, I needed it because I am a product of divorced parents. And so I'm like 50-50 when it comes to marriage. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's cute. And then sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm really good being single for the rest of my life. So I think being able to see my friend, because she too was in a space at one point where she was just like, I'm really good. So being able to see her with somebody and you can genuinely tell like they're friends. They actually had gotten married last year, but just decided to have the wedding this year. It was very intimate, which I really appreciated that. So it felt like genuine, because I've been to weddings where it's just like, y'all doing this for clout or y'all really like love each other?
Not clout.
Because that's the part I be struggling with. Like, back home in the Bible Belt, there are a lot of marriages that I don't experience them to have intentions of genuine love. And I'm only saying this because I know these people personally, so I know how they're speaking to me in private conversations. So that also kind of plays a part into me like questioning like why do people get married? They just doing it to be business partners or to get more likes for the aesthetic. But I genuinely felt at her wedding, I could tell like my friend was she's really in love, and she done found her partner.
Yeah,
to do life with.
It was beautiful. We ended up flying into Montego Bay, and then we had to drive like an hour and a half to Ocho Rios. So like the scenic route was just really nice. And then I'm just like a big fan of weddings in general. I think for me, I also come from a divorced household. So my parents got divorced when I was, I think like, how old was I? A freshman in high school. So for me, I also am just like, I don't know, if it happens, it happens. I would like it to happen, but then I'm like, do I want it to happen? What does that look like? Then I'm tied down with somebody the rest of my life. But at the same token, like weddings are always a constant reminder of it can happen. Like, especially if it's like a healthy relationship, it's healthy love, then it does kind of give me inspiration to be like, okay, like I can have that too one day. And so I feel like this specific wedding was a good reminder. I have been to weddings and I'm like, I'm here to support my friend. That's it. But I can say, honestly, like, their union together, like, the way that they mesh, I really was like, okay, like, I love this for them. So, yeah, overall, like, it was such a quick trip. Like, I wish I could have stayed longer, but it was beautiful. And then we did, like, a photo shoot on the beach. That was cute.
And took pictures.
Yes. We did a photo shoot on the beach, and then one of her close friends, she came, which was like a full circle moment because we went on a trip with them
2020.
In 2020, like right before the pandemic, right? Yeah, because her birthday. Yeah, so we did it right before the pandemic hit. So it was nice to just like have all four of us together and be there to celebrate her and her union. So yeah, shout out to Ocho Rios.
And invite us to your weddings, guys. We love coming to weddings. Love weddings.
I love them. I love them. I love them.
Yeah, if you need
some
wedding guests.
Yes.
Let's see if we missed anything
Did you
else.
want to talk about Diddy? Diddy? No, Diddy. Did he do it? Did he do it?
Did he?
Did he do it?
I think we all saw what he did.
I'm like, woo, child.
I'm going to say this. I'm praying for you, Diddy. I really am, because it's hard being a black man. I'm not a black man. It's hard being a black man. And yes, you do have to be held accountable to the choices that you make, but we are human at the end of the day. And, you know, I'm going to just keep him in my prayers, because, that video was rough.
It was so rough.
It's rough.
So rough.
That nigga dragged her.
And then it goes back to, why do people lie?
Why?
Why do people lie?
And that's another thing. It's just like, okay, dude, now you want to apologize?
Yeah.
Like, this is just...
Because we already had speculation that you did it. And then you tried to make her seem as though she was just out trying to gain some kind of, like, a monetary gain, and make her seem like she was a liar, for them to have actual footage to showcase that you did indeed do it. Now you have an apology. So I'm on the flip side, like, because I have the grace of God, like, I'm going to pray for you, but also I believe you should be held accountable for all your actions. I'm very big on, we all have decisions, and whatever decision you decide to go with, you made your bed, now you gotta lie in it. Yeah. So I'm just like, for me, I hear your apology.
I didn't receive that.
I hear it. That's it. That's all I did. I heard it.
It was heard.
Yeah.
And not received.
Yeah.
I think the timing was off. But I think that people really should get into the spirit of honesty and truth. Like, just tell the truth.
That's it.
Because ultimately, like, if he would have maybe came out with it earlier, like, when everything happened, and, like, he gave the money, like, I did do some things to this woman that
And he didn't have to go into detail.
Yeah, you didn't even have to go into detail, just to, like, calm the crowd down. Like, I am going to go ahead and settle because she deserves this. I know, me and her know what took place. And at that point, say, I've been through therapy since then. But instead, you wanted to keep your lie going, keep your lie going, keep your lie going. And then boom. God gonna always make sure the truth is revealed. Like, history has shown us that time and time again. Like, don't let these people make an example out of you. Tell the truth, and now you have power over your story versus now.
Now you can be the narrator of your own story rather than the other person being the narrator. So, because now they've painted the picture. So now I'm going off of whatever picture they painted, because now you're not a reliable source.
Yeah.
Okay? You've lost my trust. So therefore, I can't even listen to what you're saying, you know?
Yeah, now you're because they've been holding that video. That was, what, 2016?
Yeah.
So they've been holding that video, and for whatever reason, now they want to release that. Maybe if he would have took control and actually said something, his daughters wouldn't have to see that. Like, that's the shit that breaks my... I'm like, my fucking daddy was dragging this bitch down the hall.
I'm sure they know, though.
Yeah, they probably didn't
They
witness
done seen way more than what they...
Yeah, that's true.
Only the Lord knows what they've seen in that house. Kim Porter, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Like, for real. I don't know.
It's not looking. Yeah,
it's just not looking good.
Because that's the part right there. I'm like, I'm the type of kid. Like, I be, this ain't adding up. Daddy, you killed my mama.
Oh,
That's
One
how I
don't
would
see
have
it. Oh, baby, we plotting revenge. Yeah.
It just seems, you know, because then he started the whole love era where he was just on his like love, and I feel like that was his guilty conscience
For
of
sure.
things that he did. Like I want to make up for it and just give out love to make up for things that I've done, but you still didn't want to actually acknowledge that
Who you were in your past.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that goes back to say, because people can change. So is it a bad thing? Maybe he is living in a totally different season and he's trying to operate and be a good person, but maybe 20 years ago he was horrible and he actually killed Tupac and Biggie or something crazy like that. I don't know. But let's say that's the case. So it's
they are saying that.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, again, like even with me battling old self and new self, like there's still things that I know I did in my past and I still have to acknowledge them. Like I can't sit there and act like, oh, okay, well just because I've turned over this new leaf, like let's negate that. Like that was old Nat. Like no, I did do those things, and from those things, that's why I am here today. So I just have a hard time with liars. I just have a hard time with liars. That's what it is. Like liars. Fat face on liar. Like it's the year of truth. Just be honest, come clean. Like that's all I can say with the whole Diddy situation. It's just be truthful and honest with yourself first. With yourself. You lying to yourself, my boy. Like he probably really believed like I didn't do that to Cassie. Then the video came out like, oh yeah, I did. Like what?
How did you forget?
Like
you knew when you paid them off to not show that video,
right?
What you had did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, just tell your truth, people. Take that. You know, let this be an example.
And with that being
just
said,
tell the truth.
Like you don't have to tell all your business. Like you can still have discernment and be able to filter what you want to share. But overall, it's just important to be truthful overall. Like don't like she said, he could have painted the picture like, hey, yeah, we have some things going on in our relationship. I'm not too proud of it. Blah blah blah. He didn't even have to tell us like I drug her this way, that way. Have some filter to it, but at the same token, just it's all about clearing your conscience, y'all. At the end of the day, even if you don't do it with us, you don't do it with the person that you did wrong, like you gotta go to God with it. So I just hope whatever I'm not trying to go too deep and spiritual, but if you've done some wrongdoings, just be honest. Just be honest.
Get it right with God.
Get right with God.
It's always gonna reveal itself.
It is. The truth, what's done in the dark always comes to light.
Always
comes to light.
Always comes to light. Yep. Y'all heard me. I'm trying to own what I was doing in my past relationship.
She did. I'm not there yet. I was innocent.
You gotta own it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right. Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef. Who you taking?
Baby, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. I love Kendrick.
And I would like to add that Kendrick Lamar is a Gemini man, and it is Gemini season, and Geminis do great things. And I am a Gemini.
Looking at us.
Yeah, I'm going for Kendrick.
Yeah, no, Kendrick for sure. Like, the way that he ate Drake up was insane. I'm like...
All he did was tell the truth.
All he did was tell the truth. Like, he gave him suggestions on how to parent his child. That blew my mind. I'm like, damn, you want me to help you raise your kid? Because you raising your kid without morals, my boy. That's pretty much what he said. And then he made a little line dance for us.
69 God.
69 God. Everybody say OVO. Nah, like.
Step this way. Yeah, we was at the pool this weekend, and it was like maybe like 4 or 5 little boys out there just playing, having a good time. This little boy kept going and doing his little cannonballs, talking about 69 God, 69 God. I'm like, the power of influence, man. You have no idea what you're saying. His mom and daddy didn't say nothing to him either.
Like, child. But yeah, definitely I'm taking Kendrick. I feel like just his delivery, the lyrics.
Yeah.
I mean, everything he said, he was really just breeding Drake for filth. Things that we really already knew about Drake, but he was just bold enough to say it. So I'm for sure taking Kendrick. I'm like, dang, he called him BBL Drake. Like, he said BBL Drizzy. Like,
he really did have a BBL, right? Or he got
lipo
something
for
with his
sure.
abs or something?
Yeah, like the ab etching. He got like lipo. So
Dang.
yeah. Yeah, but that's a trend too. Men getting lipo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I used to watch Love and Hip Hop LA, it was a couple of the like.
Oh, they got it on there.
Like A1 and his wife, they got like a lipo.
How would you feel about your man if he was like, babe, I want to get some lipo. Like, I let myself go a little bit, and I'm trying to like bring it back to when we was young.
I struggle with this one because I always say your body, your choice, because I would not want my man telling me what I couldn't do with my body.
Okay.
So
You would let him get the lipo?
I would support my man.
Okay. I like that for you. I like that.
I might talk shit to you for maybe like maybe 30 minutes, and then I would support my
God.
man.
Speaking of lipo, so I've been kind of addicted to a little show. What's it called? Rolly. It's the show with
Transforming
Rolly.
Transforming Rolly.
And so on the show, she's pretty much going through a whole transformation. She's getting like multiple surgeries, like 4 or 5 surgeries, but she's awake getting the surgeries. And so I just feel like trauma. Like, she was in so much pain getting those surgeries, and it just made me, honestly, like, my heart goes out to her, because I'm just like, that, I don't know, just putting yourself under that much stress, like, your body is going through a lot. And I personally, I'm not going to speak on nobody's body because I don't know what that lady is going through. But I was just like, my mind was blown. My mind was blown. That's all I can say.
Yeah, because she did, I want to say 8 or 9 procedures within 1 year.
Yeah, it was a lot on her body. I think that was my biggest concern. I was just like, dang, can your body really withhold that? And that's for anybody. But, I mean, I think that that's just, everything's kind of more in the open now, especially with plastic surgery. So I'm not surprised by men wanting to get surgery. Me personally, if my man wanted to get lipo,
I think that's,
we
we gotta let them have, because
it just makes me feel like I want to be the bad bitch. You know what I mean? Like, are we both competing to be bad bitches?
Or, you know, does your man just want to, you know, be confident in his body? Like, you want to be confident in your body.
I know. So I'm like, we both want to be bad bitches.
No, he just wants to be confident in his body. You want to be a bad bitch.
But he just want to be confident.
He just want to, like, maybe feel good about himself. I don't know. I don't feel like the type of men that I date are really, like, that far.
That's why it's hard for me
into
to imagine that.
So it would be kind of just like, dang, babe, like, you really not feeling yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I love your belly.
Aww.
Like, don't do that.
Stink. Oh.
I'll rub your belly at night.
You want to get lipo, babe?
We're gonna, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna do an episode on body dysmorphia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we definitely want to talk about it.
Like, I'm joking about it, but it's serious. I struggle with body dysmorphia.
Yeah, we both have had our experience with body dysmorphia, so we don't have the time to talk about it in this episode.
All right, guys. We have chit-chatted, talked your ear off, and we want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Peaches and Cream.
Yes, thank you guys.
tuned.
Please go subscribe, like, share with a friend, comment, give us all the feedback and love.
Yes.
We appreciate
if you have
it.
something that you want to add on to any of the conversation, feel free to comment. We do respond. Bye.
Peace and love.
Everything, oh, you fancy, huh?
Let me see your hands. Wave 'em at them bitches hating on you with their friends. Girl, you got it.